The Last Rocket by Takeoff. The Migos are the biggest and most successful group in years. With all three members primed to drop solo projects, Takeoff is the second member after Quavo to do so. Since being left off Bad and Boujee, has Takeoff cemented himself as a force to be reckoned with on his own, or does he need the group? Here's our honest review of The Last Rocket by Takeoff.
Cooking.
Mama. All right, man. Takeoff.
Yo, I love this
The
album
Last
cover,
Rocket.
man.
Yeah, yo, this album artwork is fire.
Oh, man, I saw it and I'm just like, yo, this is dope. Like, I love all the emotion. Just him doing this, like, yes.
Smash.
And I mean, other than that, artistically, I just like how it kind of looks like, it kind of reminiscent of like a oil pastel type of look kind of painting. And I just love the covers. The colors are so vivid and they pop. It's just really, really dope.
Yeah, this joint is fire. I like how he's wearing the universe chains while he's shooting out into the universe.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that joint is dope, man. It's a nice animated dope picture. It says what? Hebrew Brantley.
Hebrew Brantley. Well, he was amazing work.
Yeah, that album artwork is fire.
Yes.
It like runs laps around that shit Quavo did with his album.
Yes.
And apparently Offset is coming out in December.
Yep, I heard that as well.
Second week of December or something like that. So looking forward to that. But it's Offset's time. So
Takeoffs.
Blah, blah, blah. Yo, yeah, it's Takeoff's time. Look, the flow of this album, man, when it came on, I thought it was fitted to have the space shuttle, like, to start off the thing.
You already had that imagery.
Yeah. And then he went in, he started vibing, and I felt like the album actually took a vibe along the lines of what I thought he was going to do, but he also took it a step further than what I thought he was even capable of doing.
Yeah.
And he just really impressed me throughout this project. He switched up his flows. I initially was just like, man, he's using the same flow. But when I actually really listened, like the third time, I was just like, yo, he's changing up these flows a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's not talking about the same thing. The ad-libs worked. They were funny. I do think some of the hooks were a little on the weekend.
Yeah.
But the flow of this joint, it worked.
I was most impressed by the flow because, like you said, not only did his flow change, but like the production kept getting slightly, I won't say better and better, but it kept getting unpredictable in a way. And I like how each track kind of flowed until, like, for the first like 6 or 7 songs, each track kind of flowed into one another. And I thought that was a really neat concept. But like the flow, it kind of gave me more than I was expecting when it comes to like, a Migos project, if I was always going to use that label. Because I kind of felt like we got to see him or listen to him on like a variety of different type of beats and sounds and everything like that. So I thought the flow was really good because it actually kept me in tune and it actually kept me wanting to hear the next song.
Highlights, man. My highlights for this joint, She Gon' Wink featuring Quavo. It didn't need Quavo, but Quavo did bring like a nice vibe to this joint. I like what they pulled on that song.
Yeah.
None to Me, I like that joint a lot.
Right.
I don't know why. I was trying not to, but I ended up liking it a lot.
Yeah.
Lead the Wave, I thought that was dope. It kind of is along the lines of what Quavo did with Big Brother on his project.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
I thought that was kind of dope.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was kind of like a response or anything like that. Like, kind of like, I'm pretty sure they was in the studio together when they pulled it off. Yeah. Infatuation featuring Daytona Fox. I don't know why he chose to go with that vibe, but it was a good job. Yeah, it worked. And that joint is dope. It's like an out of this world type thing. Kind of like Quavo did a sone like that on his project too. Yeah. It's kind of like poppy. I can't remember the name of it right now. But this Infatuation was really fire.
Yeah, man. None to Me, bruh. I don't know why that go hard, but it does.
Cookie.
It really does. I actually like Vacation and how it translates into Last Memory. Now, when I first heard Last Memory, I didn't like it as much. But in the rotation of this album, it fits perfectly. And I like it because, like, when he first started rapping, I'm like, oh, you better not use this whole tone for the whole song. But he picks it up and down and everything, and I really love that about it. Lead the Way was really dope. I liked Insomnia a lot, and Infatuation surprised the hell out of me. I was just like, wow, this is actually really dope, and I didn't expect him to be on something like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a real surprise.
Low lights, man. I got two. Soul Plane and Bruce Wayne. I wasn't really feeling them two.
Yeah.
I thought they could have used better beats, and that would have probably propelled him to do better hooks and change the verses up a little bit.
Yeah.
But aside from that, man, I think the other 10 songs are very good.
Yeah.
2 songs out of 12 not liking, that's not a bad ratio.
It's not a bad ratio at all. Yeah, same here. Soul Plane, I thought had like that typical kind of strip club type of beat or something like that. And Bruce Wayne, it was kind of cool to hear what he was talking about. Like, you know, he was talking about him being on stage for the first time and everything like that. So those little tidbits was cool, but as a song, it just really didn't work as well. But other than that, I mean, there's not really much to dislike on here. I mean, you know, it's the typical, you know, kind of Migos concept. You're going to still get the funny raps about this and that here and here. So it's like nothing really overly lyrical, but it's just the way he puts it together, and it makes him how he stands out from Offset and Quavo.
Yeah, definitely. Final thoughts. Offset might be the best Migos. I mean, Takeoff might be the best Migos.
Yeah.
As far as rapping ability. Because, like I said, he was just impressing the hell out of me. I remember hearing Quavo say that he was the best rapper out of the group. But, like, technique-wise and, you know, all of those aspects, he showed off a lot on this project. He's got some dope bars.
Yeah.
He's not mumbling around. You know what I'm saying? He's clear. I can hear his voice very clearly, even though when he talks, it's kind of hard for me to understand him, at least because his accent is really strong. Yeah. And he did his damn thing on this project, man. I just didn't think I was going to like it that much. I ain't going to lie.
Well, you know what? I will always said in like every kind of Migos project that we did that I always favorite Takeoff. And this is exactly why, because I feel like he brings a creative element to his style of rapping that, I mean, you know, you got Quavo with his strengths, you know, you got Offset with his, but there's just always been something about Takeoff that I liked, and I think it's just his accuracy to be pinpoint on what he's flowing about and how he flows with it. And like you said, he was killing the ad-libs, and they fit every time, and it's just like, it's just something about that spark that he has that brings to it that I thought really livened this project up a lot.
Final grade. Check. I got a question. Did Takeoff really get left off Bad and Boujee? And the reason why I'm asking that question is because I think it was actually a good idea to him not be on the song, because I felt like he would have outshined everybody. Because Offset, that's kind of like his thing. Like, that's his song in a sense. Like, he's kind of like the show on that song. Right. He does the hook. His verse is the first verse. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows, yeah, you know, all of that. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like if Offset was on the song, if Takeoff was on the song, he might have just completely outshined them. You know, but yeah, check this album out. It's definitely pretty dope for Migos, like what the Migos have been working with. Yeah. They said it's going to culminate with Culture 3 in early 2019. Okay. Now, them dudes ain't slowing down no time soon, man. Nah. It's just good to see them dudes continuing to grind and making their money, man. So shout out to them, man. Look at the stars in the race, man.
Yeah, man, I give it a check. I thought it was a great album. Takeoff really showed what he could do as an artist. And if he went out there and proved some people wrong, I think he succeeded. Because, I mean, he showed that he can carry an album. He only had 2 features. And I think he kept it at a good amount of songs, unlike Quavo.
And song time. Like, normally I don't like the 2 minute, but it just seemed like each song was 3 minutes almost on the dot. Yeah,
but it actually felt full. You know, you can have a 2 minute song and it felt short, but it felt full. And I think, you know, he composed a really great album. All the production was really, really good. And yeah, I was impressed.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Takeoff.
Shout out to Takeoff.